If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show that you're happy and you know, clap your hands. Is there body? Yes. All right. It's such a pleasure to be here. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ambassador Obed Ijebo. And if you've been following us from the very beginning, we've been going through a series that Doctor has led us to handle, which is the science of attraction, right? So I just want to say this. Who can tell us what frequency is in the short form? Frequency. Who can tell us what frequency is in the short form? But let me just first of all understand. How many of us were here last Saturday? Just raise your hand. How many of us were here last Saturday? Okay. That means majority of us were not here last Saturday. You have answered questions, so they don't want to. Okay, but who can confidently just tell us in short form what frequency is? Please, Pius.
Okay, frequency is, in other words, I would say, a vibration.
The vibe you're vibrating from. Okay. All right, let's clap for him. Let me have your own before we start. Okay, let me have that, ladies.
From my own understanding, frequency is the level.
Okay, the level you're vibrating from. Thank you. A clap for her. Let's clap for her.
From my own perspective, frequency is the measurement of vibration.
It's the measurement of vibration. Please, a round of applause. Now, I don't know, sir. It appears that some persons were not here. I don't know if I can just brush frequency a bit so that they will just understand before we start. Now, we are looking at a very, very important topic for this month, important theme, which is the science of attraction. That is, as individuals, we have the ability to attract what is happening to us. That is, everything that is happening in our life, good, the bad, the ugly, we attracted these things to ourselves. So, Pius, please let me just have that frequency line, this thing. So I'll just use down to just explain for 2 minutes before we start this, because I cannot start this without yes, understanding what frequency is. That's why I asked who can tell us what frequency is. Please, that quickly. All right, so what frequency simply means, please, for those of us that were not here last Saturday, is just the level of vibration, right? So I want you to look at these lines. Look at these lines like, this is level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, up to level 100, for example, right? It means that if you're in level 1, you are vibrating a frequency of level 1. That means everything you will attract will be related to level 1. Do you understand that? I think that is very, very simple. I'll give another example. Let's take this as the level of vibration, which is frequency. Let's say you are in primary 1. Let's say this is primary 1, this is 100 level, for example, right? If you're in primary 1, the money your dad will give to you will be associated to primary 1. Your dad cannot carry the money from your university standard or university level and give to you while you're in primary 1. That is, everything you will attract will be primary 1 related. I don't know if you understand. Until you increase in frequency, then you cannot attract everything associated with university standard. So you can be here and you are praying to God for something here. If you are not here, you can't attract what is here. God can only give to you what you are in harmony with in primary 1. Is that understood? Yes. Very clear, right? All right, please, let's start. So when we're talking about frequency, I want us to pay attention very, very closely, because the prerequisites that determine this frequency, this energy you are vibrating, is what we're going to be talking about today. That is, one of the characteristics, I repeat, one of the characteristics of this emission that is coming out from your body, This energy we're talking about, one of the characteristics is simply your thoughts, which is your thought energy. What that means is that the energy you are radiating is dependent on your thought and other factors. Not just your thought, it's just that your thought is the raw substance of energy. So the energy you are vibrating that will cause you to attract that thing is dependent on your thoughts, your emotions, your belief system, your perceptions, and all of this create this energy you are radiating. Do you understand? But the fundamentals and the raw substance is what we're going to be talking about today, which is the thought energy. What this simply means is that your thought, as Dr. put it, has the formidable force to print out your reality. Please, a round of applause for Dr. Chris. So in Dr. Christo's analogy, what Doctor was trying to explain is that our thoughts have what we call electric charge that can directly and sometimes indirectly print to you your reality. So what that means is that everything you attract can still be traced to the foundation, which is your thought. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when we talk about frequency upgrade, which is to move from level 1 to up to this level, we're talking about your thought upgrade. So when we say frequency upgrade, what we're indirectly saying is your thought upgrade. Let's start. Now, we can't talk about the science of attraction without first talking about the energetic force, which is your thought energy. What this means is, if you look at this diagram now, you can see these particles of light. This is the energy hovering around this individual. Now, if you notice that this part of him is shining and this part is shining, what this signifies is the thought around here that is causing this emission. There's also the part that involves here that is causing this emission. So to master the science of attraction, you must treat your thought as an energetic power human possesses. It is God's part of himself in you. So what makes you a God? And God is known to create, right? What makes you a God in creation is the thought you possess. So the realm of this teaching is just to explain to you that you are not just a mere mortal, you are a God that can create. So if you've been experiencing things that are not in line with what you want, it's just you have been creating the wrong things because you're the God over your life. Please, the foundational law of creation is thought energy. Say thought energy.
Thought energy.
This is what makes you. This is what we call essence of life. See, after today's class, you stop seeing yourself as a mere person that just think. No. Now you pay attention to the thoughts that you have on your mind. You start paying close attention, like Doctor taught us the last time. Is they treat your thoughts like you are picking your clothes from your closet. The way you select your clothes before you came here, that is how you now start selecting your thoughts. Some of you are living the life of other people's thoughts that are not yours. I'll explain. How many of us have seen this movie, The Polygamist? How many of us have seen this movie, The Polygamist? Okay, please raise your hand if you've seen it. Very interesting movie, very thrilling movie. As a matter of fact, I've not even seen it. I don't want to see it. If you are a woman here, pay attention, and you want to have a healthy marriage, please do not watch that movie. Because what that will do to you is that it will influence your thoughts. It will program your thoughts, and we know that thoughts are things, right? So you will be living with that thought process. See, because movies are not just movies. Movies are created for a certain agenda sometimes. So you will not find out that you that was a trustworthy person, that movie have influenced your thoughts. You now have mistrust in your marriage, in your relationship. Why do you think the Christian book said, guard your heart with all diligence? It said, guard your thoughts in all diligence. Because your thoughts make you. Your thoughts can make your marriage. Your thoughts can make your finances. Somebody said thought energy.
Thought energy.
As I mentioned the polygamy, some people are looking at me with my eye now.
Because you said women should not watch it, but there are some aspects of the movie women, it's like you're looking for a healthy marriage or
Mm-hmm.
relationship. But the men did bad things. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So we cannot close one eye on that one. They did bad things. I thought you were going to
Okay.
fact that,
I really. Okay. Doctor said he will answer this question later.
we are going to highlight that the main character's husband, right, is polygamous. And because he kept telling his
I
son
need
that
to
he could not be
one house so we can hear her.
he kept telling his son that he's weak because his son is not a dog like him. Right? Eventually, that thought was what like imprinted in the boy, and he eventually started to follow in his father's footsteps.
Yes.
I thought that was what you were going to highlight.
Okay.
But it's not the fact that women should not watch the
Yes.
like you said, they have not watched it.
Like I said, I just said something that I have not watched it. You understand? Please pardon me if I did not. I did not watch it. I've not seen it.
It's a matter
Yes,
of-
but I've seen the effect of it. That is why I brought it up.
That's why I think everybody should be able to. You are saying change your thought process, right?
All right. So this like the doctor has just said that he would personally answer this question because it is important too. We cannot shy away from that. I just brought that as an example to pass a certain message. Like I said, I have not watched it. What I'm just saying is that movie has the ability to influence your thoughts. That was what I was trying to say. So thank you. We'll address that after the class. Thank you so much. Next slide, please. Now, thoughts are not just mental pictures. Thoughts are highly potent, measurable, localized packets of electrical charge. Every time a thought crosses your mind, an electrical current fires across the neural pathways of your brain, releasing electromagnetic wave out into the ether. You are literally shocking the universe with your dominant mental state. Do you understand that? Next slide. Please, there's a part I want to really handle. Now, this is a proof that our thoughts make us, that our thoughts are not just thoughts, but our thoughts are what? Things. Our thoughts are tangible. Now, in the law of internal becoming, the Christian scripture says, for as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. We've said this many times here. If you think scarcity, your entire life is physically forced to restructure itself into the state of lack. You cannot think like a servant and live in the palace. There's no way. Next slide. Even in the Islamic scripture, the law of internal disruption. Indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves. Their thoughts, beliefs, and so. Surah Arad 13:11. Doctor have said this many times. So even from the Christian book and from the Holy Quran, it has been proven that our thoughts make us. Now, do we all agree now that our thoughts makes us? Do we all agree now with this proof? So we are in one accord when I say our thoughts have the formidable force to print out our reality. We are in one accord, right? Good. Next slide, please. Now, most people beg the divine or scream at the universe to change their outer condition, poverty, sickness, struggle, while keeping the exact thought of victimhood and fear inside. But the law is clear. The Creator does not bypass his own energetic laws, the law of vibration. If you want the condition to change, you must first execute an internal disruption of your thought energy. Please, all of this is just the part I really want to dwell on. Okay, no, go back. Now, all we've been taught is that affirmation. Say it. When you say it, you become it. Right? Speak it and you become it. Yes. That also, speaking is a form of creation too. But what we are saying also here is that is one way of attraction. If you can look at these three gates of the axe, Matthew 7:7 gave us the threefold movement: ask, seek, and knock. All of us, what we've been doing is asking with our mouths. I want this. But there are ways men seek, and there are ways men knock to attract things. So you've been taught to say it, speak it, talk it. You've not been taught to think it. Somebody say, think it. So do not reduce asking to speaking. Your pursuit is also asking. Your identity is also asking. Your imagination is also asking. Think it. Then you will now realize that there are some days you just sit at home just to think.
Yes. We should have thinking conference.
We should have thinking conference. We should have thinking time. Some of you don't even have the time to even think about your business. Or maybe when you have the time to think about the business, you think about it from a frequency of primary 1. The only time you get to think about your business, it was a destructive thing. You are thinking of here. That is not how to think. You should think from here, not for here. You are going into the room where there are people that we call men. And already, you should start thinking like you belong there. Even though you know, I never reach you. You should start thinking from here. I am telling you, it will shock you how fast you will attract what is here when you start operating and thinking from here. So, for example, you don't have a car. You want to start thinking like you own a car. When you are going to your house and you are about to enter, I could just park my car for here. Come down from my car. See, you may think that that is stupid, but I'm telling you, you are operating from a realm that man cannot even talk of. See, these things I'm telling you, we live by it. Doctor, go and price cars.
Buy a car key.
I'm telling you, as crazy as that may sound, that is what the Christian book teaches about faith.
Price class. I don't want this one, I want that one.
I'm telling you, go there, dress up, even if it's keke or boat you enter to that place, go there. Wear your suit, spray your perfume, go there. Say, Alaji, how much for this one and this one? I go like collect the two, but no, I like this one more. Then if you want to escape, I'll get back to you. Let me have this is my personal number, take. Let's talk, let's chat more. See, it may sound like a facade. It may sound like you are dumb. But what you are doing is that you are thinking from a frequency higher than the original state you are from. Say, turn to your neighbor, say, think from the higher frequency.
Think from the higher frequency.
The crazy thing is, at first, it may sound stupid. At first, it may sound foolish. What are these people even saying here? This is a myth. This is not true. But when you keep doing it over and over again, do you know what is start happening? Your energy starts to shift. That is how energy is. Energy is not compact. Energy is flexible.
Yes.
So once you do it over time, you go into places where there are men. You start doing all of these things over time. You will now realize that the people who are here will now start to associate with you. I told you, I gave you 4 signs when you know that you are experiencing frequency upgrade from last class, right? So it may sound like a facade. It may sound like these people, they don't know what they are saying. That the highest perfume you've ever used is 50K perfume. The highest perfume. No, listen. The highest perfume you've ever used is 50K perfume. Go and price 800K perfume. Just price it. Just price it. There's somebody here who sells perfume, right? Just say, please define. Let me tell you something. As crazy as this may sound, this thing, poverty that we are talking about that we want to eradicate, some of you learned it. Your thoughts were influenced by scarcity. Your thoughts were influenced. And because your thought yes, you learned poverty. Your thought adjusted itself to a poverty energy. So you will work, you are the best skillful person in that field. But the result is as though you are asking for crumbs. Doctor, it's not possible. It's not supposed to be. Somebody say never again.
Never again.
When I got to know this, you will know that there's a lot of internal work you need to do. But we are going to take it. You see, the essence of this is to plant the seed in your heart. You go home and water it. That's the best I can do. I can only plant the seeds in your heart. But you go home and water it. So my question is, from everything that was taught from last week to today, what have you done about it? Have you really self-audit yourself? Did you sit down to think about you? See, let me tell you, once the internal is fixed, the external will be fixed. We are chasing the external. We just need to look inward. Fix it from within. And you find out that everything we see will start to bend to your favor. But my point of this is just to let you know that to gain what is here, even though you know consciously, I'm on 100, na 1K in my account. Na Gary, I want to drink this evening. See, that's why it's difficult. But it doesn't mean you will remain there. You can't remain there. Not here. Not while you're in X-Mind engineering. You can't. You can't. Because in the realm of these levels, everything seems to be happening now. I'll explain. Let's say you're in this middle part, for example. Everything is happening in all these levels at the same time.
Yes.
That is, what you want, let's say it is in this level, it is already happening now, not tomorrow. Everything you ever want is present now.
God is resting.
I don't know what you want, but everything you ever want is happening now. Your thoughts just need to match there and it attract itself. And guess what? The crazy thing is, it doesn't attract with struggle. It's not as if you will not work for it. You will work for it, but it doesn't come from a place of, it comes with divine connection, like you just connected to it, but it just happened in your very before, even though you walked. Next slide. So what I've just been saying is to truly understand the science of attraction, you must master the art of vibrational preemption, which is the concept of pretending. Remember when Doctor taught this? Most people believe that they must wait until they physically arrive at the destination to think, feel, and act like the person who belongs there. No, you don't need to wait. I no get her now. If I get her, I go show her. And I no get her now. Some of you look like your problem. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shame anybody. Please bear in mind, I'm a very, very humble person. I'm not trying to shame anybody. I just want you to understand where we all are and where we are going to and how to scale. So I'm sorry if I'm striking your nerve. That is not my intention. I will do no such thing. Never. I will do no such thing. You don't have to look like the situation. You cannot afford it yet. Doesn't mean you will not afford it later. But don't look like. You understand what I'm saying? Once I get the money, I will think like a wealthy person. No, that's not what we are trying to say now. Think like that person even though you don't have it. Once I get the promotion, I will act like the leader. Start acting like the leader, the promotion will come. When doctor wants to promote any of us in this organization, it looks at your leadership role. Even though you seem to be the best leader, if you're not acting it now, doctor will not even look at your side. Doctor look at the effort you're trying to put in now, even though you may not be a leader. Once you start acting, yes, once you start acting like the leader, doctor said, okay, you are ready, before he gives you that leadership position. But in the realm of mind engineering, this is a fatal scientific error that once I get the promotion, I will act like a leader. Now, in mind engineering, that is an error. We don't think, how do you say it, doctor?
We don't say what we see, we say what we want to see.
We don't say what we see, we say what we want to see. Thank you so much for that. Next slide. This is going to be very short. You cannot access a reality while broadcasting the signal of your current limitation. To pull the future towards you, you must be deliberate. Think, feel, and act from the frequency of your destination before you physically arrive there. Now, next slide. Now, I want you to do something for me. So, I want you to close your eyes, right there where you're seated. we're not just going to employ the raw substance, which is your thoughts. We're also going to employ your imagination right now and your emotions, which is your feelings. I want you to close your eyes. What is just that one thing you want? Please pay attention. This is more deep than what it is. Close your eyes, everybody. What is that one thing you really, really want? That one thing, I know you want plenty, but what is just that one thing that you want? That thing will give you happiness, it will give you joy, it will move you. I want you to think about that. I don't want you to think about it like you want it. I want you to think about it like you are living it. Think about that car, that house, that marriage, that investment, that confidence you want to exhibit. You want to be able to speak in the midst of people. That courage. You want to be able to stand in the midst of 100 people, 200 people, 5,000 people and speak confidently. I want you to see yourself doing that. I want you to see yourself living from that realm. You are not begging for it. You are living it. You are enjoying it. Now, how would you feel when you finally arrive there? I want you to feel it now. When you finally get that thing that you want, how would you feel about it? What will people say? How will they see you happy when you finally get it? Now come back to reality. Now, next slide. How did I... Some of us were lost. You see what I just introduced to you now? Once in a while, 5 minutes, 10 minutes in a day. How do you think about your business? Before you sleep. Before you sleep, how do you think about the things that concerns you? How do you think about your kids? Your kids are very stubborn. Yes, they are stubborn now, but how do you think about them? How do you think about your partner? You see your partner, you see a big head. No, that's not how you should think about your partner. You see your partner, you see his flaws or her flaws. No. How do you think about them? Now, I want you to affirm this as we close. I do not think of my future. I think from my future. I'm operating from the frequency of my destination right now. I hold the frequency of greatness long enough. And consistently enough to force physical matter to rearrange itself to me. I release all low frequency environments, habits, and associations. I am fully aligned with my new vibrational circle. My frequency is radiating ahead of me right now. Speaking my name in rooms of power and influence that I have not yet physically entered. I do not wait for the physical world to change so I can feel powerful. I feel powerful, abundant, and secure now. And my word must follow. Thank you. So for the concept of all of these teachings, Doctor have personally told me that we should not rush them. Because if we rush it, you might miss it. It's not taught, it is caught. It's not taught, it is caught. So I would rather teach a 5-minute session that will be so impactful that they teach a 2-hour session, then everybody misses it. So the goal of this is to take it, so even though we'll take it 2 months, sir, let's be taking it one step at a time. So next Saturday, we'll be talking about the science of attraction, touch energy part 2.